Oh, you came back. I see you couldn't resist the darkness, huh? What's wrong? Real life too boring. Let me fix that for you. Tonight we dig into another bloody corner of Puerto Rican history, where truth and terror blend so well, you might never trust a sunny island breeze again. But let me warn you, dear listener, this one isn't for the faint of heart. If you think you can't handle it, turn away. Now. Still here? Good. Let's begin. The Curse of Hacienda Montalvo. The 19th century was a time of wealth for Puerto Rican sugar plantations. The landowners, or hacendados, lived in opulence while the enslaved and indentured suffered under their cruel hands. One such hacendado, Don Ezequiel Montalvo, owned one of the largest estates in the south of the island. He was infamous for his ruthlessness, a man who thought of his workers as tools, not people. It was said Don Ezequiel had an iron cane he used to beat workers who dared to slow down. He was feared not just by the enslaved, but by his own household. His wife, Doña Isabel, a frail and quiet woman, rarely spoke. Servants whispered she was cursed to live with him. The workers on the plantation spoke of a spirit, La Llorona del Cañaveral, the weeping woman of the sugarcane fields. Some said she was the ghost of a slave who had been beaten to death by Don Ezequiel. Others claimed she was a slave who had cursed the land before hanging herself in the cane fields, vowing vengeance on anyone who spilled innocent blood. For years, the plantation thrived, despite the warnings and sightings of the ghostly figure roaming the fields at night, her cries echoing through the swaying stalks. But in the summer of 1862, everything changed. Are you still with me? Because it's about to get real messy. Blood has a way of staining things forever, you know. Some call it tragedy. I call it art. Heh. One evening, Don Ezequiel hosted a grand party, inviting the wealthiest families in the region. The plantation house was ablaze with